and we're bringing you a playthrough of Evolution Another World from Crowd Games. I'm Mark Maya.
And I'm Brittany.
And this is
Board Game Coffee.
Let's do this.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so Evolution Another World is the newest in the Evolution series from Crowd Games. I think they got like 3 others. Don't remember all the titles off the top of my head, so we're not going to even try. We're just going to stick to what we know, and that what we know is Evolution Another World. Now, the premise of this game is me and Brittany are going to go head to head, and we're going to evolve creatures from another world, hence the title. So, you know, we might get some vampiric, fire-breathing, flying dragons, or lizard people, whatever, lizards, not lizard people, just lizards. So
It's an entirely different game.
lizard people, that's very Star Trek-y. So, so I'm going to give you a rundown on kind of like an overall rundown of how this works. But as me and Brittany play, we're going to talk through our moves so you get an idea of how this plays. Now, what's good about this playthrough is Evolution has come in a time where I'm ready for this type of game right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not too difficult. It gives me an excuse to crush Brittany, and it just feels right. And it's got great artwork to it. Yeah. You'll see as we go, right? Brittany,
I was just about to say, the artwork on it is beautiful. The colors are gorgeous.
And you agree with the crushing Brittany portion of that statement?
I disagree with that. I'm going to crush Mark. So if you just want to let us know in the comments below, Team Brittany or Team Mark, Team Brittany.
Okay,
pop it down.
So let's get down to how this works. And for that, we're going to take it to camera number 2. Okay, so now you might notice right off the bat that this is actually the first player token, and it's got one of these little standee dealios, but doesn't really read very well on the upper camera if it's like that, so we'll just lay it right down. Same with these guys. If I kept the standees on them, so we could stand them up when we win them, but right now, this works. This works. Okay, so now, Evolution. As I told you, the premise, we're evolving creatures to try to outdo each other. And we're also trying to get energy from what is called the source. The source, in this case, is a dormant volcano. And we're going to use that energy to evolve our creatures. We're going to absorb it, and then we're going to explode into a new creature of awesomeness. And if we don't get from there, we can get from the supply or from other creatures. But you'll see as we go. Okay, now, here's the premise. It's a very simple game with a lot of great strategy in it, and great art, as we mentioned. Okay, here we go. So, basically, on my turn, I'm going to grab a bunch of these cards so I don't give away what I have. On my turn, I have 3 actions to take, and I have to do them in the order I'm going to go through them in, but I only have to do the 3rd action. Let me give you a quick rundown. First thing I got to do, play a creature. Play a creature, play him face down. They all look the same. They all start as off as these little lizard guys. Second action I can do is evolve the creature by adding a trait to it. So traits on the other side of the cards, and there's a lot of different creatures on these, as you can see. And they have traits on the top and traits on the bottom. Now, the picture's upside down. That doesn't matter because the traits are going to go like this or like this. Or if you want, you can pile them up. So you can have multiple traits on one creature. Now, that's basically how these traits you're applying to a creature is how they evolve. And you will use these traits to either, like the blue ones tend to benefit you if you're going after energy sources. The orange ones allow you to attack or will benefit you in an attack. The green ones are defensive cards, which I don't have any right here. And the other color is purple, which is special abilities. Now, these cards here are reference cards. I'll be going over this to make sure I don't miss anything. And again, if we make any mistakes during this video, I apologize. Let us know in the comments. I will let you know in the comments if we catch any mistakes ourselves. But there's nothing we can do about it now. So, it's done. The video's done. Okay. So, basics, we lay creatures. We give them traits to evolve them. Those creatures we can either use to go to the source and get crystals, we can use them to attack each other and get crystals, and we attack each other's creatures. And here's the thing, you can actually attack your own creatures too, because this is all about evolution. And if your creature's attacking other creatures, helps them evolve, then that's what you got to do. Because nobody dies. You don't kill off your own creatures. So you're just improving. It's like an evolutionary step. You're just improving the creature who's doing the attacking, more so than killing the other creature. There are some negative effects to attacking your own creatures, but you'll see as we go. I've yet to play a game where we've attacked our own creatures, but I can see in a moment of desperation, if I need to evolve my creature and I need some stuff, I might do it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna walk through the rounds. There's a start of the round phase where we're gonna get to look at our cards, Brittany. We start off with 5 cards each and 1 face-down creature. Now we're going to start off the round by looking at our cards, and if we don't like these cards, we can toss them in the discard pile and draw an equal amount of cards back to our hand. So I have 5 cards. If I don't like them, I toss out the 5 cards, grab another 5 cards. Done. Then we're going to go through those phases I talked about, place a creature, give them a trait, and then activate them, which we didn't go into that into much detail, because when you activate a creature, there's certain things you can do. You can gain a crystal. You can transmute them, because, that's one thing I missed, is the goal of the game. If you get 4 of these crystals, if you notice your creatures have these little slots, if you get 4 of these crystals on your creature here, when you activate them, you can take a transmute action, which means you take the creature off the table, you take the crystals off, you take all the traits off of him, you put it in the discard pile, and then you get one of these. Oops, drop him. You get one of these. These are these transmute tokens, or transmutation tokens. Now, the first player to get 3 of these wins. Now, technically, we only need to have 5 on the table, and there's actually more in the box, because you can play this up to 4 players, I believe. 4, 5 players. I'm going to go with 4. I'm going to go with 4. I need to know. 4. So, and it's 1 to 4 players. So there's a solo mode, but I did not read into that because I wasn't going to play solo, so I didn't learn until I need to. So that's our goal. We want to transmute 3 creatures, and there's no limit to the amount of creatures you can have on the table, so keep that in mind. Oh, Brittany, one thing when I touch the game, one thing that never came up that I didn't tell you is you can't have 2 of the same traits on one creature.
Oh. Okay.
So you can't give the creature fire breathing twice, for example.
That's fair.
Okay, and that's one of the traits you can give them. Now, so the actions you can take when you activate a creature, as I mentioned, is gain a crystal. You can transmute, which is turn them into one of those tokens, which is a victory condition. You can use it to attack, and if you can't do anything with it at all, then you will just put it to sleep. Now, also, when you attack with your creature, after your attack's over, you'll also put it to sleep. The round ends when everybody's creatures are asleep. And then they all wake up again, and we commence this whole battle all over again. But you'll see as we go. Now, I think that's enough. That's a good overall kind of like picture painting of this, of how this game works. Mm-hmm. Let's get into it. Now, I've got the first player token. I believe I can't remember in the rule book what the terms are for first player, but since I'm teaching it, I'm just gonna go first. That's how we roll in this house. Okay.
So Mark always goes first.
Yeah, because I'm always teaching. That's my reward for reading all the rule books. Okay. So let's see what I got here. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I want to lay down a creature. Now keep in mind, I can lay down a creature, put a trait down, and activate. And I have to do them in that order. I can't activate, then put a trait and lay down a creature. It has to be in that order. But I don't have to do the first 2. So I don't have to lay down a creature or play a trait. Great, got a little bit of a cough there. Okay. I think you know what will help me with my cough? Vodka. If you're wondering why my vodka's pink, I'm just going to put it there. It's because it's
pink vodka.
It's vodka Crystal Light. It's delicious. All right. Let's go. What am I going to do? First thing is first. The first trait I'm going to play a creature first. I gotta play a creature first. Oh, which one? Because the thing is, by playing a creature, I gotta give up a trait. I don't want to give up any of these.
Sucker.
So, I don't have to make a creature, but I want more creatures to evolve. Okay, so I'll lay down a creature. Part 1. Part 2, give him a trait. Now I can give a trait to any of my creatures, and the creature I activate can be any of them. The only rules to activating a creature is you can't activate a creature that is asleep. And creatures don't wake up until the round is over. Okay, so here we go. I'm giving him the lulling trait. Now you'll notice that there's a lot of cards, but there is only there's 4 different colors, and each color has 4 different traits. And there's an explanation, this handy dandy little fact sheet that breaks it out for you, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So I've got lulling. So when Brittany plays lulling on her card, it'll be the same thing. So we'll just break it down the first time we play lulling, what it does. Obviously, if I don't remember what it does, you'll tell me. Okay, so lulling is an attack trait. So when I attack with this creature, the target of the attack falls asleep. If it does, this creature, this guy here, gains 1 energy source from the supply. Not the source, the supply. So 1 energy from I said 1 energy source. 1 energy token, crystal, whatever. 1 energy from the supply, not the source. Okay. The talking will be limited a bit as we go.
Yeah.
All right. So I played a creature. I'm giving this guy a lulling trait. So the lulling trait I like. It's an attack. You can only attack if you give your creature an attack trait. So lulling is one of the 3 attack traits. Actually, there's 4 attack traits, but only 4 aggressive traits, but only 3 of them are attack traits. Lulling is one of them. So, Brittany, I am going to attack your little helpless lizard.
What?
With lulling. Now, lulling puts your creature to sleep. Oh, night-night, buddy. Night-night. Now, if I do get to put somebody to sleep, you can see he's got these little snake-like eyes, like I just tranced him. That's what I can do.
It's upsetting.
I get a crystal if I put him to sleep. Now, if he was already asleep and I attacked him, I wouldn't get a crystal because he'd already be asleep. Mm-hmm. So now, that was it. That was easy peasy. Laid a creature, give him a trait, activated.
Okay.
Brittany, it's your go. What are you going to do?
Gonna lay a creature.
Are you sure you want to do that? You have a perfectly good creature taking a nap. You could just wrap up your turn.
And I'm going to add the toxic trait. And this says, after an attack on this creature, the attacker loses 2 crystals. Oh, sorry,
Energy.
2 energy.
They are crystals, though. But
They're so pretty.
Okay.
2 energy.
So green is one of those defensive traits we talked about. So it doesn't activate until that creature is attacked.
Yeah.
So Brittany's raising a bunch of like very defensive chicken-like creatures. You know, they're afraid of the bigger, more powerful creatures on this side of the table.
It depends how you look at powerful. Mine's
Well,
pretty powerful.
we need what's that guy's name that does all the Earth documentaries? You know.
To be commentating on
Yeah,
this?
it'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Okay, Britt. So what do you get? You only have 1 creature you can activate.
Yeah.
Right. So you're activating that creature.
Yeah, and I'm gonna gain an energy source.
Gain an energy from the source. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Anybody can grab these energies. Okay. There are cards you'll see later. There are locations other than the dormant volcano that have energy sources that can't be taken by everybody. But if those come up, which I'm sure they will because there's a lot of them in there, we'll tell you how that works. Okay, Brittany's turn's over. My turn. Now, because she took a crystal, she does not, her creature took a crystal, it does not go to sleep. Crystal is not one of those put you to sleep abilities. Oh, but I attacked. One thing I did forget, Britt.
Yep.
I did attack, so help me remember, because as I'm talking, it's hard to host and remember everything. My creature attacked, so he actually falls asleep after he attacks. I forgot to do that, my bad. Help me remember that or I'll forget again. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, what do I want to do now? All right. So
I really like that there's 2 different traits on 1 card. Because it gives you a lot of variety.
I got your variety right here. I'm going to lay down a creature, right? We're making babies over here. Laying down a creature. And now, I'm going to give this guy fire breathing.
No.
He's got fire breathing. So what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to activate this creature. He's also going to attack. He's going to attack your guy with toxic. Now here's what fire breathing does. I'll read this out. This is an attack ability. The target of my attack, which is that guy there, the target loses a trait of my choice. If it does, this creature gains a crystal from the supply. So let's get rid of toxic.
So this doesn't trigger because it's after an attack.
Correct. So if you look at your fact card, it'll explain that if toxic gets removed before by the end of the attack, it doesn't activate. So fire breathing is I'm just breathing from a distance,
It's sad.
and that's gone. And because I took a trait away, this guy gets a crystal. But he's also asleep. He's a sleepy baby.
Good.
Okay. So you can go.
Okay. Well then. I'm going to put down a creature.
Make more babies.
I'm going to lay a trait. It's lulling.
Ah, we know that one.
We've seen that one already.
This one puts creatures to sleep.
And I'm going to attack that one.
Oh, is that cool?
Says the target falls asleep.
Yeah, we know it does.
Okay.
Okay, so you put my guy to sleep. So that means you get to take a crystal from the supply.
Excellent.
And now he's asleep.
Take it.
All right. You look like you were struggling picking
I
up that one
was.
crystal.
I was trying to do it so elegantly.
Yeah, you failed.
And it just took too long.
All right, I'm gonna scoot these guys over and make sure I get maximum camera fillings. I don't know what that means. Okay, my go. So I only have one card left. So I can use this as a trait. It's a good trait. It's a good trait. I'm not gonna lie. Or I can use it as a creature. I'm gonna use it as a creature. I'm gonna skip the trait phase, and I'm gonna activate that creature, and I'm gonna take a crystal, put a crystal on it. What you got? Silence.
Okay. I'm gonna put vengeful trait on my little creature. Have we had that one? No, we haven't. So after an attack on this creature, the attacker loses a trait of your choice.
So it's another defensive ability.
Yep.
Okay, so what you gonna do there, defend up?
I'm going to take an energy.
Okay, my go. I can't do anything else, so I'm also gonna take a crystal. An energy crystal there.
I'm gonna do the same.
All right, and then now it goes back to me. Now here's the thing. I have no cards to play, so I'm skipping the creature phase. I'm skipping the trait phase as I have the last few turns, and so now I have to activate my creature, which is the only guy I can activate because everybody else is asleep. Now, what we've been doing for the last 2 turns is we've been activating them to use the first, which is gain 1 energy from the source. Now, we've both done that. There's no more energy on the source. Can't do that. So the only action I can take now is to put him to sleep. So that ends my turn.
And now
Brittany goes.
I'm
She
the
has to
same.
do the same thing.
My turn's over.
So now, other than all the talkings I've done through this, you can kind of see how fast this game goes. It's a great strategy game, and it's got this very quick turnaround. Okay. Now, that's the end of the round because everybody's asleep. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this source. Okay? We're going to draw a new source. Now, let me explain this before we get too far. Since we're playing a 2-player game, we put 4 crystals on the lower half. This is Moonlight Rock. Now, at the top here, you see it's got 2 crystals. So what we do is we put 2 crystals at the top of the card. Now, anybody can grab these lower crystals. Any of these creatures can grab them. But only creatures that have the astral trait can take from this top. Now, none of our creatures have the astral trait, so nobody can touch these crystals right now. Now, I know one of my face down creatures have that astral ability,
Me too.
but once they're face down, they're pretty much done.
Yeah.
So,
As soon as you flipped it, it was like,
yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, so now all our sleep tokens come off. And we have a little pile here. Now, normally that's a shared pile, but it looks so much prettier like this on camera. Okay. So I just want to place through this, make sure I don't forget anything. Now we draw cards. Now here's how the cards draw. We're each going to draw 2 cards. That's automatic. We're each going to draw at least 2 cards. So, Brittany, if you can draw your 2 cards. I just want to talk through this. And now we draw 1 additional card for every creature that we have that has at least 1 crystal on it. So now I have 3 creatures with a crystal on it. This guy has nothing. So I draw 3 more cards. So there's 2, 3. Okay.
and I can do
4. Yeah, 2 more. Yeah, you've drawn 2, so 4 total for you.
Yep.
Okay. So now we can start, and this also passes over to Brittany. So now Brittany's the first player. And now we start the round anew. Now at the beginning of the round, we look at our cards and we're like, do we want these? Do we? If we don't, we can toss them and grab 5 new cards. Now, I kind of like what I got. So I want to keep them. Like I have some doubles here, but I think I'll make one a creature and the other one a trait. You know what I mean? I think it works out.
One of the things I forgot to ask is there a limit to how many
There
creatures
is
you can
not
have?
a limit.
Okay. Okay.
Mind you, for the sake of this video, if you keep it within 5, we can keep it on the camera nicer. Let's not get crazy. Okay. All right. So, Brittany, you're first. You're gonna lay down a creature. You're gonna lay one down. Are you gonna name him?
Henry
Henry's upside down.
with the blue mohawk.
Okay.
And I'm going to add an astral trait.
Oh, looky, you got one, did you?
Hold on. Yep.
Now, what does astral do?
This creature can attack and be attacked by only an astral.
So you can't attack any of my creatures right now because they don't have any astral traits. But my creatures can't attack him either because he's astral.
Correct.
But also because he's astral, if you activate him, you can take a crystal from there, from the top portion. So what are you going to do now? You played your creature, you've added your trait. What you going to do?
I'm going to take an energy source.
Okay. And you're activating that creature.
Yeah.
Now, she does not have to activate the creature she put the trait on. She could play that creature, put a trait there, and activate that one. So, just so everybody's clear. My go. What do you do? Okay. And you got some lulling. I see. I'm going to put... Yeah. I'm not going to play a creature, but I'm going to apply the charming ability to my lulling creature. Alright? And then I'm going to activate this guy, and with his fire breathing, he's going to attack your lulling creature. Remove that lulling trait with fire breathing, because that's what it does. And then I'm going to, because I did remove a trait, he gets a crystal. But he's also asleep. He's tired from attacking. Oh, I forgot to say what charming does. So charming says, when a friendly creature gains a crystal from the source, which he gained a crystal, but he gained it from the supply, not the source. This creature gains a crystal from the supply, if it has less than 2, which it currently does. Okay, so, Brittany, your go.
Okay. I'm going to add a trait, and it's also charming.
Okay, so we know what that does.
And then I'm going to take an energy.
Who are you activating?
I'm activating this.
Is that Henry?
This guy, Henry.
Okay. So because he gained an energy from the source, according to charming, you get he gains an energy from the supply.
But it's only if it's less than 2.
Yes. So now you can't do. It won't happen again because all your other guys have 2. Okay. My go. Okay. Again, I'm not playing any creatures. What I am going to do is play charming on this guy. So I have 2 creatures with charming. And then this guy here is going to get a crystal from the source. And because he grabbed a crystal from the source, both of these charmings trigger. So both of these characters get 2 crystals from the supply.
1 crystal each.
1 crystal each, yeah. So that's how charming works. And so I activated him to gain a crystal. And remember, if you activate to gain a crystal, you don't put him to sleep. Brittany, what are you going? What are you doing?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to put a long tail trait on this creature.
Okay. And what does Longtail do?
Longtail says, when this creature gains energy, it may lose 1 trait to gain 1 energy from the supply, once per turn.
Okay. So it's when he gains a trait from gains an energy from anywhere. Okay. All right. What you gonna do?
I am going to take an energy and put it here.
Okay.
And then that means I can take another one, correct? From the supply.
But you have to get rid of one of your traits.
Yep. And get rid of charming. And this, the little characters are so cute.
Okay. So, I've got to do something here. I'm going to do something differently,
The viewers will thank you for that.
Alright, I'm going to come over here and apply...
Oh.
I'm not going to play a creature, I'm playing vampire to this guy. And then my vampire friend is going to... Can't attack your astral guy because he's got astral. But he's going to attack that guy. And so...
Vampire do?
Here's what vampire does. I was about to get into that. Now, vampire says if the target loses attacking, target loses one crystal, and it goes to here, and it goes to supply, and I gain a crystal from the supply.
Boo.
So, hold on. Now, if you notice, this guy has 2 attacks. So I can trigger both the attacks on that one creature in whichever order I want. Now, I am going to do vampire first.
So, 1 energy?
1 energy goes there, and this energy goes here. And the next one I'm going to do is lulling, which puts him to sleep. And if he goes to sleep, I get a crystal.
Oh.
And now, there you go.
Well played.
So, that's that. I'm done. Here you go.
I realized that I pulled from that source incorrectly.
You didn't pull it from the top, you missed your opportunity.
I did.
Well, there's nothing we can do.
Well, the only thing that I can do on this turn, because I made an oopsie, is transmute.
Which is good, because that's a winning condition.
So I take these 4 energies and put it back in the source.
And to transmute, she has to have 4 energies on her creature.
Correct.
And then she gets rid of her traits and her creature.
Why?
And then she gains one of those. Da-da-da-da. Okay, you can sit it up now. Sit it up now. What the hell?
You're living on the edge.
You've done so well.
But they can't see it.
Yeah, they can see it's missing from there.
Alright.
We'll lay it down later.
Alright.
Here, put it in front of you. That way maybe they can see it from that camera. No, like right here. Put it near you. There you go. There, that's your little victory guy. Okay? Now, you're done. You transmuted.
Yep.
Okay. My go. You have no cards in your hand already, eh?
Correct.
Interesting. Okay. So... I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to...
Play a card.
Yep. I'm gonna lay down a creature. Haven't done that in a while. Boom. Lots of creatures here.
Brag bunch.
And then I'm gonna give oh, is that the guy I want to lay down?
Big choices, better make a big move.
Diggity dang, I'm not gonna make a big move. I'm gonna give this guy toxic. Now toxic. After an attack on this creature, the attacker loses 2 energy. Did you get that?
Yep.
It's toxic.
Yep.
So now I've done that. I unfortunately can't. I have nobody that can attack because these guys are down. I forgot that I couldn't take any more crystals from there. So what I'm going to do is just activate that guy and put him to sleep. So, Brittany, can you do anything? Nope. All we're doing is putting our guys to sleep, so it's my go, your go, my go. Now, if you missed what happened there, was there's no crystals that either of us can access. We have no more cards in our hand. We have no more creatures that can attack. So pretty much all we could do is just like sleep, back and forth. So
I'm so sad. I had the opportunity to take those.
You did, but you didn't though. So we're gonna take.
When you do that tone, it makes me so upset.
But you didn't. So here we go. And now we're gonna reveal a new source. And now we're going, solar snare.
3.
And we're keeping it simple. There's only 3 on here. There you go. And then we're going to take our sleeps, our little sleepy tokens of our creatures. Okay. And I'm just reading this to make sure I don't forget anything. And then each player draws 2 cards, plus 1 for every crystal they have on their creature. Or not for every crystal, for every creature that has
Card.
a crystal.
So I get 3.
Yes.
1,
3 additional.
2,
5 total.
3.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm getting 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm getting 6 cards. Let's see what I got here. Hey, I drew exactly 6. There you go. Okay. So. Oh, first player token comes to me. And now let's look see if I want anything from here. What do you do? Oh, I like that. I like that.
So, once per turn, you can get rid of all your cards? So
Right now. Not once per turn, at this moment.
So
At the start of the round.
5, and I'm going to get rid of these.
Okay, get rid of 5 and draw 5. Didn't like them, eh?
I wasn't feeling them.
Okay.
Just 1. I was feeling the 1, but it wasn't worth keeping them all.
Okay, alright.
4. 4 mistakes made. Possibly.
Okay. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm not going to lay another creature, but I am going to put long-tailed, which we know long-tailed is if this creature gains a crystal or an energy, doesn't say from where. I can remove a trait from this creature to gain another one from the supply, and you can only do that once per turn. So, play down a trait, no creature. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transmute this guy, take these 4 crystals off, and all these beautiful abilities. Get rid of him, and boom. 1/1. Sweetheart. Usually that's demeaning to women, but you're my baby. I call you sweetheart. Okay, so, alright. So, I'm done. That was my go. You're transmuted. And I put down long-tailed.
Okay. I'm going to put down a trait, vampire.
Oh, sucky sucky.
And I'm going to activate
We activating that guy?
this guy.
Okay. Okay. So,
No, we're good.
we're good? Okay. So I'm not gonna lay down a creature, but I am going to give this guy here the tiny trait.
No!
So here's what tiny does. Tiny's new. It says this creature may transmute if it has 3 crystals and no more than 3 traits. I don't have more than 3 traits. So he's going to, as my action, I'm going to activate this guy and I'm going to transmute him for 3 only because of tiny, and I only have 1 trait, which is tiny. And then these guards are gone, and boom! Look at that! Instantly, 2-1. Okay, what you get? What you got?
Also going to put down a trait. It is also tiny. And I'm also going to use my action
Boo.
to transmute.
Boo hiss. Boo hiss.
So, should I do my dance now?
No, you don't have dance. I got here first. You have no dances.
Now the pressure's on. Are you sweating? You should be sweating. You should be fearful. Just saying.
Here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna put mini-eyed on this guy. This guy right here's got mini eyes.
Yep.
And mini eyes says, when attacked, this creature does not sleep, it does not lose a trait or crystals. So that means if you attack him with a vampire and he doesn't lose his crystal, you can't take it. Fireproof, can't take the traits, and you can't put him to sleep with lulling. That's not for you.
All right.
So here's what I'm gonna do. This guy here, this boy right here, he's going to use his fire breathing, and he's going to attack your vampire boy. And he's going to take that vampire trait away from you, which gets him a crystal. And he likes that.
It's upsetting.
He likes that. Alright. So now it's your go.
All right.
Oh, he attacked, so you got sleepy sleep time on him.
Okay, I'm gonna put. This is unfortunate. No! Right, Alright. I'm gonna play Toxic.
Like the Britney Spears song?
Yep. And now I instantly just heard that in my head.
And what you gonna do?
Take an energy source.
Yeah, because what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? Nothing. Okay. Here we go. I am not gonna lay down a creature.
Because you're scared.
A little bit. I'm going to lay Pestering on this guy. Pestering says, when activated, this creature may lose this trait to awaken any sleeping creatures. Now, but I'm going to activate this guy here, I believe. Now this guy here, what he's going to do, hear me out. You hear me? Hear me out? He is going to gain this little crystal. Right? He's going to put it on his little card. Boom. Got it right there. And that's what he did for activated him. He gained a crystal from the source. Now, this guy over here. Let's jump over here, Mr. Lizardface over here. He's got Charming. It says, when a friendly creature, this guy, gains a crystal from the source, this guy right here, this creature gains a crystal from the supply. Done.
Well done.
Now, we're not done yet. Long-tailed. When this creature gains a crystal, which he did, it may lose one trait to gain one crystal from the supply once per turn. Well, he'll lose Charming because he doesn't need Charming anymore. So he's going to lose that and he gains a crystal from the supply. Boom, he's at 3. Bada bing, bada boom.
I am not in a good position.
Go.
I thought I was.
What you got?
No, I'm... Okay, I'm going to play Long-tailed. And there's no energy left.
Oh, why don't you attack? Oh, you have no attack abilities either. Oh, you know what you're gonna do? Maybe just take a sleep, take a little nap.
Just go.
No, you have to take a nap. You have to activate somebody. Activating isn't. You can't skip it. You have to activate somebody. No sleepy? No sleepy, baby? Oh.
Oh my gosh, you're so frustrated right now.
Sleepy?
I actually hope you make a big mistake and then you lose this game.
I taught you the game. If I made a mistake, how would you even know?
That's fair.
I'd still lose. I'd still win and be like, yeah, I got to say that's done. We'll put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter. Mark 1. Okay. Here we go. Big moves. Big moves.
So creepy. You're so creepy right now.
Okay. So I have 2 creatures available. I have options. I have lots of options. I like options. I am going to... Oh, that doesn't work. Didn't think that through. I want to do the other way. It's okay. I'm going to put this fire breathing on this guy. The big boy, he's got a lot of things. Now this is evolution. He's a fire-breathing, pestering, many-eyed, long-tailed lizard. So, let's see. I put it on him. Here's what's going to happen. I'm activating this guy. Boom, he's activated. I'm going to do pestering first. It says, when activated, this creature may lose this trait to awaken any sleeping creature. So boom, he's awake. We're back in action. And now he's going to attack you with fire breathing. And I'm going to attack that guy and remove your toxic. So your toxic ability comes off.
I want that to trigger so bad.
And yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm not coming anywhere near that thing with toxic. It's a good deterrent, but I don't see why I'd ever attack that thing. So I attacked the fire breathing, which removed toxic, which got me a crystal. Boom, I'm crystalled up. It says when this creature gains a crystal, it may lose a trait to gain a crystal from the supply. But I can't hold any more crystals. Now there's another.
Now you're just bragging.
No, there's another card. I think it's called I don't caring. If I gain a crystal, I can give it to another creature. So if I had that, I could team that up with long-tailed, gain it, and put it over here. So I'm done. He's going to sleep. Just like Xavier goes, sleep. You're up.
Because you attacked. There is nothing that I can do.
Oh, you can.
Oh, right. I can do a
You
trait.
can play a trait. You can play a trait or a creature.
All right. I'm going to make this guy fireproof.
It's a little too late for that.
Listen.
It's a little too late for that. And now what are you going to do?
I'm going to go
You take a little nap. Happy nap. Okay, here we go. So. Okay, what is this? That doesn't do me much right now. So, I'm going to go. Let's see, this doesn't do a lot for me right now. So, I might as well make this guy fireproof. You're also fireproof. So.
You're just making sounds.
Do I want to make it fireproof? Yeah, I'm make it fireproof. But it sucks because I use that ability to wake him up, but you put fireproof on him now, he can't attack you.
Sucker.
But I can attack my own creatures. Sucker.
But you have toxic.
Yeah, but I have fireproof. So I'm gonna use my fire breathing. Remember we said why would you ever want to attack your creatures?
Yeah.
Here it is. Check it out. Watch. So I play my trait. He is going to attack my own creature.
Right.
I'm going to remove toxic with fire breathing.
Yeah, but you lose your...
He doesn't lose anything. I lose that, but he gets a crystal.
Okay.
Bam. Your turn.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh yeah, you're done. Oh yeah, you're done. So I'm also done. So I'm putting sleepy sleep on that guy. Okay, so the round is over. I think it's gonna be a winner this round. Let's see how it goes.
So too.
Boom.
I don't know if I can catch up.
Let's hope not. Okay, so 2 players. We put 2 crystals. So this is Hostile Valley. 2 crystals at the bottom, 3 crystals at the top, and this looks like any of the attacking cards. Not fearsome.
Don't have any of
It
those.
looks like it's got any of the 3. So fire breathing or vampire or lulling. I think that's what it's called. You can take those. Okay, so the sleepies come off. This goes there. That goes to you. We already reset that. And we draw cards.
1, 2, 3.
I'm getting 5. 3 for my creatures and 2 from the defaultness of life. Brittany, you're first. Now, I want to break this down to you. I want to break this down what happens because I want Brittany to have a fair shot. Somehow, Brittany has to take a crystal off each of these creatures. Both of these. She has to take them off both of these. So I can't activate these creatures and transmute them. Because if I transmute one, you know who wins? You know who wins? This guy. This guy.
So frustrating.
So frustrating. So frustrating. And Brittany. Brittany. Here you go. Lay down and die. Lay down and die. No, lay down a creature.
The slurping is just like...
Did you like that?
It's so upsetting.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the trait here. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Did you take a little... Did you get it from there?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Who activated that?
This guy.
You can use your long tail.
Right? When this character... Oh, right.
When you get into creature.
Energy. You may lose a trait to gain an energy from the supply.
Yeah, so you can use your long tail. Get rid of one of those traits. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, get rid of long tail.
Okay.
And get energy from the supply. Now you can transmute him the next turn and win. Or not.
I feel like you were setting me up for something.
Yeah, so the setup is you can't beat me right now. So, here we go. My activation.
We're just gonna drag out
for
this
funsies. Let's go. Boom! Let's play a creature. And we're gonna let's make this guy tiny. And then we're gonna activate this guy and transmute him for victory. Ha 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 ha. So, I transmuted my last creature, ba-boom, which means I got to 3 first. You know what this is here, right here?
Victory.
Victory. This is victory. Wow, look, and my
So bummed. I would have got it. I had time.
I know. I figured you'd have tiny, but you didn't have enough crystals on your creatures to pull that off in a turn. Because I was getting nervous. I was like, she's gonna get tiny and screw me. That's why I was like, how can I take a crystal away? How can I do that? But then I was like, oh, you don't have enough. Because you'd have taken action to put the crystal on there, and you couldn't do it to transmute at the same time.
It was one short.
Oh, so sad for you.
It's so upsetting.
It's something, right? It's something for you. So that is how Brittany loses. So evolution. Sorry, that's evolution. How Brittany. Sorry, evolution. Another world. Sorry.
If this wasn't such a nice game, I'd throw the pieces at you right now.
So, great artwork. Great artwork on this game. Great artwork.
I do really enjoy the colors, and I think this really pulls the blues from the cards as well. Like, I think that was really well done.
It's like even these locations are like...
Yeah, they're just gorgeous.
Pretty. Like, everything's like very bright and pretty, and there's so many of these creatures, and they're all pretty.
Fun looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the crystals are nice. Crowd Games, they do great with these crystals.
Yeah,
There's... we played a few games of theirs that have crystals. They have that one. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the
Geisha?
White Queen. Geisha is one that has.
Ganesha.
Ganesha. Geisha.
Ganesha.
That's right. And there's that. It's like Snow Queen, White Queen. I can't remember what it was. We gave it away on the show. It's such a pretty box, and it's filled with like. Let's not even try to guess. But it's got such a pretty box, and it's filled with these.
They do really pretty games.
They do. So, Crowd Games, I haven't been disappointed with anything that I've played from Crowd Games. They pull out solid, easy to play games. I think the most complex games we've ever played from Crowd Games was...
Deep State.
Deep State was probably the most complex. That was good. That was great.
We kept playing that game.
Yeah, Deep State was great. And we have a playthrough of that if you want to see.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Crowd Games has a knack of putting together these, like, simple to learn games that have got it's got a lot of strategy, but it's not overwhelmingly difficult. It's not like a huge brain burner. They're like fun, get in there, like you can feel it's got enough strategy in there where you feel like you outsmarted the other person, you outplayed the other person, and it's very satisfying. So and again, great art. Crowd Games, I don't think Crowd Games gets enough recognition for
the quality games
they put out. So that is it from us. Me and Brittany are both fans of Evolution. Another World, specifically because we haven't played the other ones. But I'm sure they're great too. I mean, if you make 4 games in the series has got to be good, right? So, that is all. Alright, well, thank you for watching this playthrough of Evolution Another World from Crowd Games. We're going to have a link in the description below on how you can get your hands on a copy for yourself. And with that said, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.